everybody. Welcome. I'm your host, Penny, and this is our other host,
Bridget. What's up?
Thank you guys for showing up, listening again. This week's topic is a trending topic that's been in the news for a couple months now, and that is AI. AI is taking over the planet. We are just starting to see it in the public eye now. So we're going to dive into that today.
Yeah, I believe there's a lot to unpack here when you're talking about AI. And like she said, it's coming out in the public eye more and more. Meaning it's just being talked about, but it's been, it's been here for a long time. But now it's just starting. It's like a beast. It's getting bigger and more powerful. And I mean, there's just so much to talk about when it comes to artificial intelligence. I mean, where do we even start?
Right. Well, so I think that we can start by talking about what you think about when you think of AI.
I mean, so I go back to, sci-fi movies. There's like a reference of like what could be possible with AI.
Right.
But also
the big scary.
Yeah, the big scary or whatever. But what I think about immediately when we think about AI is just like Siri, Alexa,
ChatGPT,
I think about the new little virtual assistants everywhere you go. Your Bank of America app's got a virtual assistant. I've been using that for a long time now.
Snapchat
AI. You got that little fella over there. He's a buddy.
Mm-hmm. We used to have Smarter Child back on AIN. It was like the first chat, Smarter Child, the first chat bot. I'll show you a picture of Smarter Child.
Back in the day, definitely. I mean, it's been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever, right? I mean,
chatbot on AOL Instant Messenger.
Chatbot. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You used to ask it all kinds of crazy questions.
Yeah, and like as a kid, we definitely, it's like not safe for work.
Right.
It's not safe for 2023.
So I was born 1990. What are you?
92. I was 1992.
Right, we are both in that mix of like prior to AI, and then boom, we have the internet.
Right, like no cell phone. Right. Yeah, no cell phones playing outside too. Now we're in the age of the internet. We're in the internet era, and there's no turning back.
Exactly.
So we kind of saw both sides of it. Like kids these days, iPad kids, right? Like they.
Where is she?
iPad kids. They don't go outside that much. Well, they do.
They love going outside. She loves going outside.
But like the downtime, like it's raining today. What are you gonna do?
Right.
iPad. That's
Right.
what they do.
I mean, I used to get in trouble like on the internet as a kid, and so I just feel like kids now, they're probably getting in way more trouble with their parents over the internet.
Oh yeah, that's a big topic.
Yeah.
That is a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so we could talk about what is all of this? Like, what does this all mean?
Right. Well, I think that there's pros and cons to AI, right? So when we say AI is taking over the planet, I don't think that's clickbait, really. Because when you start to think about the industries that AI is already taking over, like healthcare, transportation, going to McDonald's using the kiosk, at the airport using the kiosk, kiosk, less people, you know what I mean? And a lot of people around here where we live, it's kind of a more conservative town, these people are upset about AI. But me, as someone who's like into technology, like I'm able to see that we have to start learning about this thing and using it for our potential and in a safe way, I guess, because you have to keep up with the industry and with the times. Like if you, or else you're not going to have a job. You know, like you have to keep up with that stuff. But around here, it's a lot of blue collar, not a lot of technology, you know, so a lot of people are feeling extremely threatened by AI, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe like one concern is absolutely the job market. Like, will robots replace human industries? I don't know. I feel like it's a valid question, and I think certain jobs are at risk. But history has shown that technology.
Where?
History has shown that we have to find ways to collaborate and ways to grow with the times and not compete against it. I mean, I know personally, like,
Right.
I'm in the stage of like learning more about it and using it to help me in my day-to-day life rather than working against it, rather than resisting it, because it's here, it's been here, and like if you're not trying to figure out ways to help it with your own life and your day-to-day, then you're missing it. You're missing the mark, you
Right.
know?
But, so, yes, I agree with that. But, wait, what did you say?
What did you say? I said about like getting involved and learning more about it. Just basically.
Oh yeah, not competing against it. But sorry, but I think that it's important to also know about the hazardous sides of AI. Sorry, that's what I wanted to
It's a
say.
risk and also the
Correct.
fear that people have. We can talk about that. It's a valid point.
Yeah. Because I think that, like, I mean, there's videos going around on YouTube about how someone basically corrupted ChatGPT and wrote a script to make it ignore all the filters that is put into it. So it made it like a dark ChatGPT. It ignored all of the ethical things that
This program.
are programmed into it.
Correct.
So you could get like people's personal information. You could like find out how to like make lethal devices at home, and they called it Dan, but obviously like the word got out and they shut it down real quick. But the thing is that people are smart, robots are smart. Are the robots going to be competing against each other to make it to have a corrupt side and a clean side? Because the thing is like the dark web's always been a thing, and with AI, I just feel like that's going to become more prevalent.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think it could only help the dark web and things
Right.
of that sort. But like two sides of the coin.
Right.
It can help and it can also do, you know, damage if it wants or if people want that.
Yeah, right.
I feel like it's all about how we integrate it with our lives and what we're using it for, and I believe it comes down to like individual choices, like everything else, right? Because everyone has an individual choice to use it. So.
Yeah, but I think that people can't be trusted. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, having this out, I don't know how safe. I think that I guess personally, I think that AI needs to be censored because we can't trust humans to not take advantage of things and to not do things for their own personal gain or just to be destructive.
Right.
I mean, there are evil people. Like, for example, like in ChatGPT, in normal ChatGPT, it won't tell you how to make a bomb unless you do this like crazy code. So I like that they're censoring dangerous information that I don't believe the public should have access to. Like how to make a bomb. Like it's none of your business really as a civilian to know how to do that.
Right. And that would bring me to my next question would be, okay, who is doing the programming on the AI? Who has that power to censor it? Who has that power to create it? Who has that power to program each individual AI system? Like, where does that come from?
I think it's just like any computer program. Like there's the big ones like Google and like Microsoft owns ChatGPT.
Okay.
So this is run by Microsoft, the one that we are talking about here. And then the Snapchat bot is like run by Snapchat. But
Right.
it's possible for someone who knows programming to make their own. Like ChatGPT was made by somebody,
Right.
you know, and then Microsoft acquired it, I assume.
And then what? It like takes on a life of its own and a consciousness of its own. How does it know all of what it knows? Like,
so humans give it the power. So the way that it works is like algorithms work in functions, kind of. So, like if you type in this, then this happens. So like if you type in podcast, this will generate, it like makes sense of it and will give you information based on the internet. It studies everything in the internet in a split second and like translates it and thinks like a human.
right. So essentially, would you say humans have more information, are smarter, or would you say the AI has more information and is smarter than the human? Like that's what I'm confused about, because if a human programmed the AI with all of its information, how does the AI know more? Because we're using it to know more.
Because the AI can pull from an infinite amount of sources. So it's pulling from Stephen Hawking's brain, like Albert Einstein's brain, like all of these people who have studied all these things and put this information on the internet, right, over these past 30 years that the internet's been around, and condenses it into the most relevant and factual information. Like it's actually brilliant the way that they do it. And if you go in ChatGPT and ask you it to like write a script in somebody's tone, like write me a joke that Adam Sandler would write, or like how Adam Sandler would talk, you know, and it could do that for you. It could emulate different people. And dude, this reminds me of the AI girlfriends. That these men, mostly men, obviously, are having these AI girlfriends, and it's apparently saving their marriage. No, they're having these intimate, yes, because these robots can talk to them like, you're like, I want you to be like Kim Kardashian, probably, and you could have this robot act like Kim Kardashian and be a girlfriend and be gross and be cute and be all the things.
And they have these as girlfriends, and they know it's not real.
Correct. They know it's not real.
People are
They know it's not real. People love it, and they know it's not real.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're seeking for that, so I think like AI is just a huge database of information of human nature and all that ever was, that will ever be into one, and it can help us, but it's also like, is it going to become more powerful than humans, considering it has way more access to information, knowing things.
Right.
That's the risk, I think. That I'm not in like fear about it, and I absolutely don't fear it whatsoever.
I'm not having nightmares about it.
Exactly. I mean, I just find it fascinating to think about the times that we're living right now. We are living in a time of like mass transformation in every which way. Human consciousness, evolution, and here we are with evolution of technology, and it's going so quickly, faster than normal day-to-day humans like me can understand. And like, really, that's why we're having this conversation, because it's here, right? It's been here. Like, think about it. Everyone has, not me, but everyone has a Ring camera on their door.
Right.
Everyone controls their garage door from wherever the hell they are at across, the country.
You can lock your car.
You can watch who's coming to your door. You can lock your car. You can start your car. What else? You can adjust your temperature. You got the iHome thing. You can adjust the temperature of your house.
Yeah.
The Nest. Siri, I mean, the other day,
It's like smart house.
And the Disney Channel Smart House.
Dude, yeah, it's our times. If you don't know what Smart House is the
Go
show.
on Disney Plus and watch it.
Yeah.
Explain the movie.
I don't really remember exactly, but I just remember it was about technology. Like back in the day, it was like mind blowing to think like this house could exist. So it was a smart house, exactly what we were just like talking about and explaining about. You know,
It would make you
Breakfast.
and she would clean your house and
I heard those are coming. Those are about to be rolled out. Like their homes, like actual real robots to help out with like daily chores and to do small tasks around the house. It's like, can you imagine?
Right.
Like, wow.
Honestly, yeah.
Right? That's where we're headed. Like, they're going to be, like, super expensive at first, and then eventually, you know,
It's
how...
gonna be like a car.
Right.
Everyone's
exactly.
gonna have one. Can't
Right.
live without it.
Then you know how it goes, the materialism and consumerism, then they're going to go on sale, and then they're going to be affordable, and then everyone's going to be able to get one, and then sooner or later, we're all going to have robots in our house, and I know you've seen those movies. Megan just came out. Have you seen it? Probably not.
What's on?
It's about like an AI doll that's programmed to be a little girl's friend. So so the movie was about a little girl who lost her parents, and she was like really depressed and sad. So her caretaker, her aunt, bought her this new robot doll who was programmed to like soothe your emotions or like, you know, be catered to your emotions and stuff. So this doll was like catered to like help this girl emotionally, like an emotional support doll. Slash robot. So, and it seemed really cool, and this robot was so intelligent and it was just so helpful to the little girl, and they were just like, boom, like you were talking about the boyfriend and girlfriend thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that. They built a relationship, and then you know, the AI doll just like kind of took over and went with what it wanted to do. It became violent because it wanted to protect the little girl in every way, but it was like it became violent and like toxic and like scary.
Yeah, right. So it's like
a horror movie for AI dolls or whatever. But that's another like thing that's coming out in our future is things like that. So it's like time to talk about that kind of stuff and time to really explore people's opinions about it, especially people like me and you, because we're in the middle. We, you know, like we said, we experience a life without technology. Oh shit! Oh, right. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully, because we haven't been able to in the past. All my other episodes, we've had malfunctioning audio problems, but we're working on it, and we just hope you can hear me. But yeah, so I think that, I don't know, personally, I don't use the AI very much. Like Siri, I don't use Siri.
Oh, I use AI
I don't have Alexa. I'm kind of like an old person, but Alex, my friend here, has been introducing me to a lot more in that direction, and it's fascinating.
Yeah. I definitely use it a lot because I find that it helps me write things. Like, honestly, I ask ChatGPT for like friendship advice, like, or something, or if I have like a weird like something on me, I'm like, what is this? You know? I don't know. For some reason, it's in the forefront of my mind to use, so I kind of delve in.
I have a friend, you know this friend, Jada. In a tough time for me, she didn't know how to like console me or like to advise me, so she like asked the Snapchat AI, like she explains my situation to it and then asked like how could she console me or what advice she could give to me, and it gave her like the most solid, sound friendship advice that anyone could ever give. Like we were both laughing, but we were also like, that's like so true.
That's funny because I said that to her.
So I wonder if
She just stole the idea and didn't give me credit.
Maybe. I don't know. That's
Well,
possible.
dude, it's good advice.
It really is. She was like, I don't know, let's ask my AI friend. And we did. And it was funny because the AI was like super spot on. Like the better advice that I would ever get. I was like, okay, that's even better. So I don't know. I think it's really fascinating. It's cool. It's weird. It's odd. It's but it's here and it's in our consciousness. We need to learn how to collaborate with it and work with it and not fear it. I don't think it's anything to be feared.
Right. But I think it's something to be responsible over, and I think that people need to take like personal responsibility and like understand the tool.
Yeah,
because I think that like the media is respect it. Yeah, exactly. Because I think that the media can portray it in whatever light it wants to, and will get people fearful if they want to, get people excited about it if they want to, whatever their agenda is. If there's like a new product on the stock market coming out, I'm sure they're going to say AI is the greatest thing ever.
Right.
You know, but then if some shit hits the fan, AI is going to be the worst thing ever.
Right.
That's just the way it works. There's all black and white.
Exactly.
But like I guess we're here to tell you that like there's like it can be somewhere in the middle, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. There are gray areas. I mean, there's so many different shades of light and colors in this reality that totally people want to just exclude and not talk about, and everything's black and white, but that's so just not true. And there's so many different perspectives to look at it from. Like, I just had my one, right? I had Bridget's perspective. You have Alex's perspective. There's billions more, right? And I think that the more we talk about everything and the more we express what our beliefs and our opinions are on different topics, the better we can integrate what's coming for us. Because like I said, it's a huge change and shift in reality and shift in consciousness, and AI is going to play a huge role. And I've heard theories, like a guy, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of him, why can't I think of his name?
What's he say?
Hold on, Escape the Matrix with... he has a program called Escape the Matrix. His name is, it'll come to me.
Okay.
He has been talking about this stuff for 30 years. I mean, and now his conventions have gotten bigger and bigger. His name has gotten bigger and bigger. And he has this idea that AI is like completely the downfall of humanity. Like it is taking out our brilliance as human beings. It is taking away from our sentient selves. And
so he has kind of an extreme view.
Yeah, he has an extreme view of like it's not good. Like it's not good for humans, and that we're pretty much giving over our sovereignty. And people have this belief that it could we can become like a singularity consciousness using AI, which is another possible outcome for our future of like, instead of becoming one in consciousness as human beings as a whole, because we can't get there because everyone's constantly fighting or in wars or whatever, or whatever that is, there is a solution of being able to all come to one consciousness using the singularity, using AI, which would mean each one of us would be half like robot, like transhumanism. That's his theory, is transhumanism is like not good. What is his name?
Interesting.
Mike.
Look it up.
I'm about to, because it's going to drive me crazy. He's my favorite. I don't even know how
You're offended for him. You're offended for him?
Yeah, I'm never going to guess it. Oh, I know how to figure it out. Escape. He has a program, like I said, Escape the Matrix. You got to watch that.
What's that?
You got to be like...
Escape the Matrix?
You gotta really be open-minded for this one. What's his name? It's not even showing me. Hold on. David Icke. Yeah, Escape the Matrix, David Icke. People have called him, kook, he's crazy, this guy's nuts, he's been discredited, and then he finally has, like, a level of respect, and people have heard him because he's absolutely brilliant, first of all, and secondly, he's been talking about this stuff for 30 years, and everyone thought it was insane, but look, it's here, So whether you agree with what he thinks about it in the future, it's like he's been talking about this stuff before it was even thought of. So
Right. Well, to piggyback off that, though, I think that the government has been using AI for probably that many years
oh yeah,
since the internet, and like not many people knew about it.
exactly.
You know, so
Right.
how the hell did this guy know? Makes
Right.
you wonder.
Yes, and I believe that there's a lot of suppressed technology that our military has had for a long time, and is we as day-to-day humans don't really know about any of that, and we honestly probably can't even conceive what this technology can do. Like, we're not even there yet,
Right.
but they've been using it for who knows how long. That's what I believe. So yeah, we got some ways to go, but I don't think it's anything to fear. I think maybe I personally would not like to become transhumanism. I would not like to become part robot, even if it would make me superhuman, even if it would make me super smart. I don't think that's the route we should go, because then we lose our human nature, our God sent gene. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
See, I wouldn't be the first one to test it. However, that interests me a lot, and I think I would be open to it. Like, more so than going to space or going to see the Titanic.
really?
Yeah.
Speaking of seeing the Titanic,
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think that the guy kind of who made the company was pretty smart to the point where he could make like the submarine work for 38 missions, and unfortunately not smart enough to keep it around for the 39.
Well,
You
my
know?
question is, how does this guy have a submarine that the military apparently doesn't even have access to go down that deep? What?
Because
That makes sense.
Because the military, for example, the only reason why the United States started anything with space was because of the Cold War in Russia, and like they were afraid of not being the first people in space. If people were making submarines to go that far deep into the ocean for whatever reason, we would have reason to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that like we don't need submarines that go that low yet. But like now, maybe we will after that. That guy, apparently he had a fascination with the Titanic, you know, so he wanted to make his dream happen, and he was able to manifest that and work hard and make the money to make to make Ocean Gate, the whole ass company.
Right. You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Look at Shay. Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. That's a super trending topic. So every time there's a really trending topic, I always like to dive a little deeper and figure out.
Dive.
In the ocean, pun intended. Dive deep into the artificial intelligence of the internet and get alternate theories and perspectives. Look, dolphin.
Dolphin.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat how anyone would sign up to go that deep into the ocean, not knowing we don't know shit about shit in the ocean.
We don't know shit about Earth, period.
Let alone the ocean. You're crazy. They asked me to go, I'd say, hell no.
Yeah, no.
And you know,
No, that shit's too big, dude.
Right.
It's too damn big.
it is.
And when you think about like the implosion, that shit, you become mush. It's like every orifice is filled with water, and you just bloat and fucking you blow up.
Right. Sounds not worth it.
Then that poor boy, the 19-year-old boy, the youngest one, was the smartest one for the sole fact that he didn't even want to fucking go. And he felt guilty because his parents probably guilted him into it, and which is completely toxic to make your kid do that for your own benefit. And then now he's dead.
He went.
He did it for Father's Day.
Oh god.
His dad wanted him to go. His mom, I guess.
Well,
That shit's nuts.
rest in peace to all those people.
Yeah, that ass.
So the story goes, the mystery. So
People are getting offended by the memes.
yeah, I've heard.
Here's the thing though, memes, we make memes about shit that shouldn't be made about, but that's the thing. That's the origin of memes. It's like the internet is a dark place.
Right.
You don't have to be offended by everything. I don't know.
Especially if it hasn't affected you personally. Like just
yeah.
scroll.
Well, there's some things that are just out of line.
Mm-hmm.
But what's out of line, in my opinion, is like it was such an extreme endeavor. It's like Steve Irwin, for example, the crocodile hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy. Everyone loves him. I mean, there's probably some memes about him, but it's like they're probably kind of funny for dark humor, but no one actually wants him to be dead. He was a beacon of light in this world, but doing stuff that crazy, it's like you're asking for it at that point. So people are going to be like, well, what the fuck were you expecting?
Right.
So that's where the joke stems from. I don't think that it's personal. And I think that, a lot of people get really offended.
I mean, I think anything that's trending any topic, there's going to be the duality, right? There's going to be the people who, I feel so bad, I'm so sorry, and there'll be the people who are like, fuck them, who cares? And it's always you're going to get that attention, positive and negative, no matter what. If it's a trending story, it's going to have the two different sides.
But for me, though, it's like making fun of people, like, you can't, like, this is my personal stance on it. You can't make fun of people based on things that they can't control. So what they look like, what they sound like. But you can make fun of them for making dumbass fucking decisions because that was their choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can make jokes about that, but in terms of like someone's intelligence or like their race, gender, religion, anything like that, like that's just not cool.
No, that's out of line. I agree with that.
So the choices the people made, that's what the memes are stemming around their choice, not them and their character. Right. So I think that's why people shouldn't be as offended as they are.
Right. Yeah. No matter what.
Mm-hmm. We were also going to talk about psychedelics. Because last time we wanted to talk about that and we never did.
Yeah.
Do you still want to?
Yeah, let's talk about it. What do you think? What's your opinion on psychedelics?
So I think that there's a huge range of them, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they're in a category of drugs. But I think they all make you feel something completely different.
Well, I mean, would you like to share any experiences you've had?
Yeah, so
which ones and what they're called?
Mm-hmm. So I think the only two I've done is acid and mushrooms, and I've done them both enough. I will say that.
Disclaimer: the little one in the back has
headphones,
earmuffs.
Shay,
fine. Don't worry. She can't hear anything.
Yeah, see, Shay literally can't hear anything. Yeah, good call on that because I wouldn't be talking about that. But yeah, now I feel weird talking about it.
You can go wrong. I could just, I've watched a lot of documentaries on psychedelics, and I feel like as a society we have brought a bad name upon it. And like she said, categorized as drugs. And so, therefore, immediately there's a negative charge behind that word. But there's a lot of data and research coming out to the surface in mainstream also about the benefits of psychedelics and the treatments, the medical treatments that have been going on that have showed like significant transformations in people that have tried psychedelic treatment. So this is, I think, becoming a bigger thing in the Western medicine and also Western world of some cases being a positive benefit in people's lives using psychedelics. I personally don't use psychedelics. I don't know if I ever will. I don't really think about it too much. I have said in the future that I would like to do an ayahuasca ceremony, like somewhere in beautiful tropical land, like the Amazons, or where was this other place? This girl told me the other day, she said it was like $200 to get there. Where was she at? Oh, Guatemala. Guatemala. You actually know this chick. I ran into her at the yoga studio. I'll tell you her name later. But she was telling me all about it. It's like $200 to get there. It's very cheap. She said very affordable. And at this retreat center, they have all kinds of different things that you could do, like instance of spirituality and spiritual transformation and growth. Hey, just wanted to give you some feedback from love, but your audio is really bad. You're peaking nonstop, and it's making it extremely hard to understand you.
Is it her mic or mine?
It's mine. I already know it's my mic. Can you hear me? Big happy Damino.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, we've been having like hella big issues with audio.
It needs to be fixed.
I think you just need to buy a new mic, bruh.
I'll have to buy a new mic. I'm sorry about this. What does peaking mean?
Like really loud.
I'm sorry. Gosh, okay. Should we call it a day?
I don't know. Yeah, 36 minutes.
Yeah. Let's call it a day then. We'll try and get this audio fixed.
Download voice meter banana. It's free and you can get a gate so it doesn't go higher and peak. You're incredible. Voice meter banana. See, this is what we were looking for. So we were using
Big Pappy.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude. Because we were in OBS playing with the filters and the noise gates and all that shit. And I think that I have a Blue Yeti mic and I think it might be okay. And then I think hers is not okay, even though I have some filters.
It's a Novo mic, $19.99.
Dollars? Like
dollars, $19.99.
you're talking probably in his ear.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Get the Movo.
Yeah, don't get
There's like 100,000 videos on this Movo mic about how good it is, and I'm not sure what we did wrong, but we've done something not right with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna work on that. Thank you very much. We're gonna fix that.
You guys have a Discord I can help out? Yeah. I do actually. That would be freaking sick. Here, let me get a. Let me invite you. Your Discord link in the timeline isn't working. Okay. Just type this in. I'm just gonna give you my thing. So it's penny pasta hashtag. Let me find my numbers for you. 7415. P3NNYPASTA hashtag 7415.
We stop recording.
Then we're not gonna be able to talk to him.
Okay.
Well, and when we can when he gets in Discord actually.
Okay.
Friends, pending.
We should
That.
at least do an outro.
Sent. Okay, do the outro.
I think that's about all today. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in. And if you have any topics you want in the future, please let us know. Make sure to like, follow, share with your friends. Come back next week. We'll be live again. Thank you all for listening. I appreciate it.
Thank it, love you. Thank it. Thank you, love you. Bye, follow, like, comment.